Hello, and welcome back to the Leading Yourself podcast. Last week, we spent the entire week talking about our morning routines and how can we assess and reinvent our morning routines as we change seasons. Well, today I want to kind of continue that conversation, sharing with you 8 ways that you can make sure that you have a good day. As I said during our series last week, how your day starts sets the tone for the rest of the day. There are many things that you can include in your morning routine to make sure that you set yourself to have a good day. Today, I want to share some things that, of course, you can fit into your morning routine, but others that can happen throughout the day. So when you go to bed at the end of the day, you go with this feeling that you had a good day. Let's dig in. Welcome to the Leading Yourself podcast. This is your host, Carolina de Arriba. I'm an HR professional, health and fitness coach, wife, mom, and above all things, a goal-getter. In this podcast, we're going to be digging into all things leadership, professional and career development, habits, and relationships. This is a podcast for those who want to become the best version of themselves. Those who have big dreams and are willing to embrace the journey and put in the work to achieve them. My goal is to share with you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you in your journey. So let's dig into today's episode. I am sure that you have had those days that you wake up and everything seems to be against you. You spill the coffee, you forget something at home, and you realize about it halfway through your way to work. You got stuck on traffic. You arrive late to that important meeting, and I can go on and on. I'm sure you also have days that everything seems to go your way. And I'm sure you probably have asked yourself, how can I get more of those days? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. I believe, and you have heard me say this throughout all last week here on the episode, on the podcast, that our mornings set the tone for the rest of our days. They provide us with an opportunity to make conscious choices that influence our mood, our energy, and our productivity. So, I want to dive into 8 ways that you can kickstart a fantastic day. So, you can have more of those days versus the other days. So let's get started. Strategy number 1 is to start with gratitude. This is the first strategy for a reason. And what it's about is taking a moment to appreciate the simple joys in your life. Practicing gratitude is like flipping the switch that illuminates the positive aspects of your life. It's about acknowledging and appreciating the simple joys, no matter how small they might seem. It's about acknowledging the blessings, no matter how small they are or they seem. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. And starting your day with gratitude can set a positive tone for the entire day. Now, how are some practical ways that you can go about this? I want to break it down in ways that you can actually incorporate it into your routines. The first one is to begin your day by listing 3 things that you're grateful for. The more specific you are, the better. The more you can feel the gratitude as you're thinking about these things that you're grateful for, the better. Another way is to keep a gratitude journal by your bedside and jot down your blessings each morning. Or maybe is to express your gratitude verbally to someone in your life. No matter how you choose to practice gratitude, if you start your day practicing gratitude, you'll see that your day all of a sudden seems to be full with blessings and abundance. The second strategy is mindfulness. A few minutes of mindfulness exercises can calm your mind, reduce stress, and prepare you for the day ahead. Mindfulness really prepares you to the day ahead by promoting mental clarity. And who doesn't want to start their day with mental clarity? Mindfulness is about being present in the moment. And what better time to practice it than in the mornings, even though these are practices that you can carry throughout the day. And the way to do it is by engaging in mindfulness exercises. Some of them can include trying a short meditation session, focusing on your breath. Maybe practicing some stretching or yoga to wake up your body and your mind. Both of those things are great to do as part of your morning routine. Another way is to pay attention to the sensations of your morning routine, from brushing your teeth to sipping on your coffee, or it can be through any other routines that you have throughout your day. The key is to stop the multitasking. If today you're sipping on your coffee while you're scrolling on your phone, how about sitting down, putting your phone away, and focusing on engaging all your senses into enjoying that cup of coffee? Let me ask you this. I love coffee, but a lot of times I find myself making myself a cup of coffee and drinking coffee more as a habit than as an enjoyment. How many times you rush through your morning or through your day, anytime that you drink coffee, and you grab that cup of coffee and you drink it and you finish the coffee and you're like, where did that cup went? You didn't really savor every sip of that cup of coffee that you love so much. Maybe you're not a coffee drinker, whatever your drink of choice is. For me, I really enjoy a cup of coffee, but sometimes I don't even enjoy it. I drink it in just out of habit. And I find myself multitasking every time that I grab my cup of coffee. I'm working on my computer, scrolling on my phone, or getting my kids ready and out of the door for school in the morning. Instead, how about putting all distractions away, sitting down and spending some me time, enjoying that cup of coffee or tea or water or juice or whatever you drink in the mornings, and really paying attention to how you're feeling and paying attention to how you're experiencing that cup of coffee through all your senses, enjoying the smell and the taste, being in peace and starting your day with calmness instead of starting your day rush and stressed. Okay, let's move to strategy number 3, which is movement and exercise. Exercise isn't just about physical health. It can significantly impact your mood and your energy levels. To be honest, those are some of the most important reasons why I personally exercise every day of the week. Physical energy can boost your mood and your energy levels. It wakes up your body and your mind and sets a positive tone for the day. I personally love to exercise in the morning because I like to start my day energized. I like to start my day feeling on top of the world, feeling that I can do hard things because the exercise challenges me. It's important to learn how to make movement as part of our rituals and our routines, even when we are and have a busy schedule, because that tends to be the number one reason why we don't exercise or why we skip our exercise. A few ways that you can incorporate exercise without having to deal with lack of time or all the other excuses that might be going through your mind is just going for a morning walk, jog, or bike ride. Engage in a quick home workout like I do every day. Or if you don't even have time for that, how about dancing to your favorite music as you get ready for the day? The idea is to get some movement, to get your heart pumping at the beginning of the day, to set that mood for the day, to energize you, to have a good day ahead. Strategy number 4 is to set clear intentions. Setting clear intentions is like creating a roadmap for your day, ensuring that you stay focused on your goals. It helps you to stay focused on what truly matters and minimizes distractions. Clear intentions not only prevents distractions but also boosts productivity. A few practical ways on how you can incorporate this strategy into your morning routine. One is to write down your top priorities for the day. I have shared in previous podcast episodes that one way that I like to start my day after my morning routine is done and I sit down on my desk to start my working day is I start with a post-it note. And I write down in that post-it note what are my top 3 priorities for that day. What are the 3 non-negotiables, no matter how small or big they are, that I am committing to complete before the day is over? I am holding myself accountable for what is in that post-it note. And the reason I like to use post-it notes is because I can put that post-it note on my monitor in my computer. So it's reminding me of that commitment that I made at the beginning of the day with myself throughout the day. That helps me stay accountable. Another way is to use a planner or any kind of digital tool that you use to organize your tasks and take a look at what are the things that you want to get done today. Another great way to set intentions, one of my favorite ways, is to visualize your day. Imagine how you'll accomplish your goals, how you'll show up in every meeting that you have that day, how you will show up with the people that matter to you that day. Visualization is such a powerful tool and can be used almost for anything, but I love to use it with this purpose of setting intentions. If you're able to see yourself and imagine yourself doing the things that you're intending to do, you're more likely to do the things that you intend to do. Okay, let's move to strategy number 5, fueling your body right. Nutrition plays a crucial role in how we feel throughout the day. Eating for sustained energy and mood improvement should be our focus. That should be the goal of how we fuel our bodies first thing in the morning. So I personally like to start my day with a balanced breakfast that contains protein, fiber, and healthy fats, and trying to avoid sugary or high processed foods in the morning. The more clean that you eat as you start the day, the more clean you're going to feel throughout the day, the more sustained energy and focus you're going to be or have throughout the day. Nutrition plays a significant role in how you feel throughout the day. And what you eat in the morning can impact not only your energy levels, but also your mood and your focus. So, a few practical tips on how to do this. As I said, opt off where always for breakfasts that are high in protein, high in fiber, and that contain some healthy fats. Avoid any sugary cereals or high processed foods. And very important, stay hydrated. Drink lots of water as you start your day. One thing that I love to do first thing in the morning is to drink a glass of water. Maybe this is one thing where you can use habit stacking. Where can you place that glass of water? If the first thing you do when you wake up is go to the bathroom and brush your teeth, for example, you can have a glass of water next to your toothbrush to remind you to drink that glass of water if you're struggling to get water in the morning. Think about how can you stack habits to make sure that you're staying hydrated as you start the day, but also throughout the day. One great way to stacking habits is to start any meal with a glass of water. So before you eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, drink a glass of water. Have your glass of water ready by your meal. So it's a reminder to start by drinking water. Staying hydrated throughout the day can really have a big impact in your energy levels and your ability to focus. Let's move to strategy number 6, time management. Time management isn't just about getting things done, it's also about creating space for what truly matters to you. Time management can help you reduce stress and ensure that you're not constantly rushing. Going back to where we started our podcast episode today, I describe how sometimes we wake up and it seems like everything goes against us. Like the day has something with us that doesn't want us to have a good day, right? I mentioned maybe you wake up and you didn't hear the alarm and you're rushing to get ready for your day, and as a result of that you spill your coffee and then you get stuck in traffic and you arrive late for that important meeting. We don't want days like that, and time management can help us prevent having days like that feel constantly rush. I am sure that if you go back and think about days that where you feel you really had a good day, you were not rushing through your day. And here's where time management can really help you create a good day ahead. So, how are some ways that you can incorporate time management into your day? The first one is to prioritize your most important task of your day. Similarly to what I shared around setting intentions for the day, how can you prioritize all your to dos and define the ones that you are going to actually do today? Another technique is to use time blocking to allocate a specific periods of time for work, also for breaks and for personal time. So, leveraging this technique can really help you better manage your time and feel less rush. I feel that the days that you didn't have a good day, you probably were jumping from meeting to meeting. You didn't even have time to prepare for the meeting ahead, and that's where things didn't went always the way you wanted them to be. Using this time blocking to make sure that you have enough time to prepare for those important meetings, that you have time to take a break to reset your mind and reset your intentions can significantly impact your productivity, but also you feeling less stress throughout the day. Another way that you can leverage time management in this way is minimizing multitasking, which can also lead to more focus when you're not multitasking. And if you manage your time well, you'll be able to manage all the different things that you have to do without having to work on all of them at the same time, which really hits a big dent into your productivity. Strategy number 7, connect and communicate. Human connection is such a fundamental need that we have as human beings. Nurturing our relationships can create a positive interaction that boosts our mood. Human connection is vital for well being. And here are some practical tips on how you can incorporate connection and communication throughout your day. One way could be to share a meaningful conversation with a loved one. Another one can be to send a text message or an email of appreciation to a friend or a colleague. Another way can be to smile and greet people that you encounter through your morning and through your day, really. Last but not least, strategy number 8 is to reflect and wind down. I mean, winding down your day is a crucial as starting the day right. Learning how to wrap up your day with reflection and gratitude ensures that you have a more peaceful night's sleep, which is going to help you to rest and recharge to be ready for the day ahead of you the next day. A good day doesn't end when the sun sets. It's essential to wind down and reflect on your day, allowing yourself to relax and prepare you for a restful night's sleep. A few things, practical tips that you can do to make sure that you wind down at the end of the day in a way that it's adding to your day and making sure that you set yourself for a better day the next day. It's one, to spend a few minutes in quiet reflection, thinking about your achievements and the lessons from that day. Another way can be to disconnect from your screens at least an hour before your bedtime. There are many studies that have proven that that improves the quality of your sleep. Number three can be to build or engage in a calming bedtime ritual. That can look very different for different people. It can include things like reading or a gentle stretching or a gratitude practice or even brushing your teeth and turning off your electronics. However, and whatever helps you have a better night's sleep, it's worth to incorporate into your evening routine. There are many authors that say that your morning routine starts the night before. And I believe that is so true. How you end your day is as important and as how you started it. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to invite you to choose one of these strategies, the one that resonated with you the most, and committing to implementing it into your morning routine. Small changes can lead to significant improvements in the quality of your day. Remember that a good day isn't something that happens by chance, but it's a result of conscious choices and habits. By incorporating these 8 strategies that I share with you into your mornings or evenings, you're taking control of your day and setting yourself up for success. I want to thank you for joining me in this exploration on how to make sure that you have a good day. I thought this was a great way to wrap up the series on morning routines and extended it just enough to make sure that we are being very intentional on the choices that we make to help us set ourselves to have the best day that we can have ahead. I want to thank you once again for joining the podcast. And as always, I want to ask you, if you like today's podcast episode, help me to share it with a friend or a colleague that you think can benefit from today's content. And with that, I hope that you have an amazing day ahead, a productive way ahead. And I'll see you here next week for another episode of the Leading Yourself podcast.